Plastic.
Oh, dude, eat the whole thing. No, wait, save me a little bite.
Ew.
I don't. Is that cooked?
What?
It will eventually.
Ugh, cooked in the
damn.
heat in this
Did it
room.
show an actual look at
This
Subway?
is a movie prop.
I did in 1998. So
through
99
through 2017. Currently, he's still working.
Yeah.
Are we doing an after show?
Yeah.
I got shit to talk
I mean,
about.
we didn't.
got
I don't
real
know about what are the iPhone 8 rumors.
Oh, it's
yeah.
gonna come out.
Well, like
There's gonna be one.
I've been putting off getting a new iPhone for a few years now.
What are you on?
6 Plus. I got the
6 Plus
first.
what?
I got the first big one they made.
That's
Oh,
a
okay.
sick-
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's a 6 Plus.
Fuck, that was too much sausage.
Yeah, damn.
That's never
Clog that
you
sausage
That's
can't
like clogged. That's like sitting here,
There's
man.
no such thing. In your artery, you're just sitting up top. Your aorta, I mean.
No,
Oh,
that's not an aorta. What is that? The trachea. Caught my trachea.
Every piece
Anyway.
of sausage
larynx
down your
or
throat.
something, right?
Yeah. I figure Derek is the only one that doesn't have an iPhone of anyone I know.
Yeah,
So
he's
now-
the green whenever
So
we
now
text.
the normie is gone.
Yeah.
Actually, are we the normies? No.
I guess.
No, we're cool.
High class.
Um,
High class.
I don't
want
want to be a
iPhones.
normie.
iPhone
dude.
8 rumors. So
Okay.
it's a nice screen. Really nice screen.
Oh,
Can I
wow.
scratch it?
Finally.
Man, camera's better.
You can scratch it.
scratched
The
my
feature is
screen.
there.
Facebook is gonna be like
Nice
crazy.
screen all the way to the edge, no bevel or no
Yeah.
bezel.
So that's what it's looking like.
Okay.
Like there's going to be like a 7S
Yeah.
probably, but then there'll be an 8.
Oh.
What?
But the 8, the
October?
body, the 8 is like a hybridized thing because the screen is going to be as big as like the 7, the giant
Plus.
phone.
Yeah.
But the body is going to go away because it has no bezel. So it'll be the same size screen, but this device is going to be a lot smaller. You know what I mean?
iPhone users
Oh.
are pretty baseline low tier, guys.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
What?
Wait a minute.
I didn't realize
iPhone
that.
users
Fuck.
baseline
Baseline
low
low
We're
tier.
pretty baseline low tier.
Oh, that's that meme where like it's 4 pictures and then
I
like
don't know. I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Jesus.
one is like the mind like with like a little infinity symbol, and then the next one it's like bigger thoughts about space, and then it like progresses, and then at the end it's like you got like a DMT trip coming out and you're like god tier.
Yeah.
What did
But
we?
we're
What was the caption? Gift that?
That's so good.
That's so gift.
That's so GIF.
That's
gift
so
that.
gift.
No, Derek got the Galaxy 8, the newest one or whatever. It's a gorgeous phone.
Does it blow up in your
That's
pocket?
that's the 7.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't bring that feature back, but no, it's a gorgeous phone. It's a great phone. I don't really care. Like I'm not in this like a war of like which one's better.
but why
I don't
has he
care.
got to be green when we all text in a group?
Oh, I definitely text
yeah.
him less than anybody else, without a doubt.
Fucks it up.
iMessage is the one thing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I feel like is not quite figured out. Like on the Android side, I feel like they've gone through a bunch of messaging programs.
What was like?
Or Apple
Yeah.
got iMessage, and it's like, oh, I fucking talk to everyone on Earth with that.
Didn't
And
BlackBerry have some like SMS thing? Wasn't there something where it's like,
yeah,
what the hell was their own little independent chat?
there
thing?
was one of those.
something like that.
Yeah.
Where what you
But-
didn't pay.
Someone in the chat brought this up. iPhone is for people who don't know what they're doing.
Oh, that's definitely me.
And now here's the thing is on paper I actually agree with that.
Yeah, it's my
iPhone is the
grandparents
one
can
that
use
you
it.
can't fuck up. You know, Android is a little more open-ended and you can do a lot more shit with it. So I know, you know, I like all the, you know, I like Apple shit and the way it all talks to each other. So I go with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, Android, fuck Android. No, I'm not. I see the value in both. I do. So I would agree with that on paper that it's that way.
Right.
But do you find I find that in my day-to-day life I encounter the opposite. I feel like every time and I'm not speaking for everybody obviously watching this, but in the groups of people that I know, I feel like I have friends and family that get Android phones and don't because they couldn't really understand the iPhone. So they went to that because it was cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I find that I run into that all the time, and it's like, what? Like, why did you get this? Like, you know, like they have this killer new Android phone, and they don't know how to do anything on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I'm not making any kind of statement with that, but I find that I run into that all the time. It's like I got frustrated with the iPhone, so check it out. I got an Android phone. It's like that doesn't really help you.
I think a lot of people who aren't into tech as well just
Yeah.
kind of get sold
Get
by
like
the.
they like feel like they're gonna like rebel. Or
They get
something.
sold by the salesman too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy at the
I
phone
think
store
that's
sells them on shit.
I think that's probably the bigger culprit.
Yeah.
Well, like my dad has an Android phone. He has like because like an iPhone, like he doesn't need to spend $400 on a phone. He's just gonna make phone calls. But like
Yeah.
I need to help him with his phone every time he needs to like do something.
Do
Just
anything.
like the Android system. It's like I don't know what the fuck this is. What's
Right,
going on?
yeah.
Kit Kat,
But
bro.
I'll also
Do a
say,
Kit Kat.
again, gorgeous. I think the new Galaxy phone is gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I already know more than one person that got like a fucking virus on their phone.
Yuck.
That's
Whoa,
never
that
happened to
sounds
me
No.
on an iPhone. But anyway, with the iPhone 8, the screen, it's got the screen thing, OLED screen, so that's going to be great.
Ooh.
I'm sure Apple will act like they invented that, so that'll be really entertaining.
Ooh, so it'll look like my Vita.
Yeah, it'll look great.
Pretty.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. Possibly, it's all glass all around.
Camera shit. Like I still don't have the 2 cameras in the
Now,
back.
Let me say that I got the
7.
7 Plus strictly for the portrait mode,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's dope.
and
The camera is godly.
sick.
Yeah.
And whenever like Jenny posts a picture of like the kids, and like all the comments like, "How did you get this picture?" Like, because no one can understand that it's taken by a cell phone. Like, it looks like it's a legit like
So, like,
DSLR.
That portrait mode's come into the iPhone 8, obviously, too, with that new
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, yeah,
it'd be better
all
than
that
ever.
shit.
It'd be better than
Quite a
ever.
jump
And because
for me.
it's glass all the way around, you can do finally wireless charging. You can lay it on shit and it'll conduct,
And
whatever.
so it comes with a charger for that?
Well, I mean, we don't know.
We don't know
None-
yet.
none of that
Okay.
stuff. This is all rumor.
Now, we've gone just straight lightning port, though.
So this is what I was going to say. It's been 1 year, almost. We're not quite there, but almost a year since the iPhone 7.
Yeah.
I am the kind of person, Apple is always known to rip the Band-Aid off before anybody. So like they started putting out computers. Wait, there's no CD
Yeah.
slot? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
And I remember at the time going, yeah, that sucks. But we are moving towards, we're getting slimmer, better, they're able to do more shit without having to fucking include that. So
Yeah.
yeah, notebooks are way better without that in there,
CD,
and we're
yeah.
using them less. And sure enough, now we're barely doing that, So okay, they were predictive with that. Even this last MacBook, they announced, it only has 4 USB-C slots. What the fuck? Fuck that. And it's still kind of in that territory of what the fuck. But
I only have like 2.
even in the 8 months that's happened, there's USB-C shit everywhere. Hard drives and thumb drives. And
Yeah.
all these devices, I have a lot more USB-C shit. So it's like, okay, I see where, and it's smaller and faster than current USB. So, I've always been, I'm always someone who likes to use the latest and greatest shit. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, yeah, give me all the new shit. I'll adapt. That's fine. So I was honestly, I was cautiously optimistic when they announced no headphone jack on the phone.
On the 7, the previous one.
Yeah, because man, that kind of burns. But look at all the things. Okay, that connection's from the 70s or 80s. It's taken up all this room. We get way slimmer phones, more room for battery. By having headphones through the digital jack, you have access to processing. So
Yeah.
maybe that you can have headphones that do way more shit or have a higher bit rate.
They have
or
a DAC that hooks up to.
oh my god, the sky's the limit. Like all this stuff. It's been 1 year, and I will concede it has sucked.
Thank you, Rocco. Thank you. When they announced
Round of
that,
applause.
I said
I feel like
they said they had the courage to do this. I wish they fucking didn't, because
but they say that again. They say that about all this stuff,
right.
Yeah.
And it's fairly predictive. They're ahead of the curve. They rip the Band-Aid off first. So I was like, hey, I'll listen to whatever they got because I know they must have a plan. It's a year later. I don't feel like anything compelling has come out that's gone. Yeah, fuck yeah. We took advantage of that port. No, everything is the same place it was.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is like, I don't have the.
I
don't have a headphone jack.
Is it rumored to change to a USB-C slot? Or is it
I
going to
don't
stay
know.
Lightning?
I don't know because other phones, not just iPhone, have gotten rid of have changed over, like no headphone jack, but they have USB-C headphones. And
Yes.
If Apple could go to that standard, like,
Yeah.
hey, here you can use all this other shit that's coming out,
Open
then I think it'd be a
source.
little softer of a blow. But nothing compelling happened in the past year.
Yeah, and my life is just, where's the fucking connector? Where's the
Yeah.
dongle?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'm just listening to the speakers then.
So-
It happens so often.
And full disclosure, like the AirPods came out and they are the best product Apple's done in a decade. They're
Awesome.
incredible. So 9 times out of 10, I don't even use a headphone jack at all.
You're not
I have
missing.
those, and they're great. But I mean, that's a $159 device.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
That's not
Fuck that.
that's not a practical replacement for what was something that anything on Earth could hook into.
Yeah.
So yeah, now that it's been a year, I mean, and the dongles are cheap. You get one free with the phone, and they're cheap to get, but it doesn't really.
But
look
are
like-
they around when you need them? Because what I've ran into a few times is like, we're doing the PPS in there, and I'm like, yo, Brian, I'm gonna hand you the aux cord. Let's hear some of your music. And he's like, oh, I got iPhone 7.
Yeah.
And we're like looking around the office
Yeah.
for
It's
the
like a
little dongle, and
disability.
it's like, oh shit, never mind.
ended up, knew somebody at the Apple organization, and I got quite a few of them.
Inside
those
job.
little adapters,
Yeah.
and they're everywhere. Ew, there's a little piece of sausage on it.
Nice.
Ew.
I have them everywhere. So yeah, anytime somebody asks, it's like I have like 3 in my backpack and one in my car and
There you
whatever.
go.
But I mean, I was privileged enough to have that connection.
I'm glad you acknowledge your Apple
Yeah.
privilege.
Yeah.
Check your
Well, I'm
privilege.
Apple cucked.
You are.
People told me.
You are.
Yeah.
I am
so
too.
I used to have one in my wallet at all times, and now I.
The little iPhone dongle on your wall.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just have my
You know
wallet.
what? I carry around one of your lactose pills
Yeah.
in my fanny pack.
You should carry a dongle.
I should carry a dongle for you, even
Yeah,
though I don't have the
cute.
iPhone
I like
7,
that.
just for
That
you.
would be nice of you.
Alright,
Thank
I'll
you.
do it.
Thank you. Anyways,
But yeah. So the last rumor of the on the new phone was
the 7, yeah.
they didn't know where of the 8, the
Oh,
whatever
yes.
this is going to
Sorry,
be.
we're gonna go to
is
8.
going to have
Because this is what I want to jump to now. To
Right.
take a big jump. It's been like
No-
4 years.
jump.
With
no
this.
buttons on the screen whatsoever.
What?
No home button, no nothing. It's like
Not
you'll
even
just-
the one that just vibrates
I
at
love
you
the
now.
fucking haptic thing. That's awesome.
So it'll have something like that.
I'll
But there's
skip
no button.
haptic.
But
Wow.
they said apparently there's been struggle getting thumbprint in there. So there's rumor
I don't
that
need that.
thumbprint is gone.
Oh,
Good.
can I tell you, it does not ever work for me.
Really?
I work with my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work rough jobs
Oh yeah. Yeah.
pretty
yeah.
commonly with my hands, and that fingerprint sensor is very sensitive.
Yeah.
And if I
Have calluses.
have calluses or get a scratch or have been
Yeah.
twisting wire or doing anything, like, it just never fucking works. I
Yeah.
have to rescan in like
Ugh.
every week.
Well, so the rumor is that won't be back.
Okay.
It could be, but there's no button for it.
I have to
Let's
do
see.
the passcode just every time in.
Oh.
You know.
But the rumor is that it'll have 3D facial scanning,
Fuck
not just looking at your picture, because people have hacked that. They've shown a photo to a
Yeah.
phone and opened the phone. That it's got multiple camera notches so that it does a 3D scan. Almost
gotta
like
move your face
almost like the
around.
Kinect,
Oh, what the
where it
fuck?
goes, it scans the surfaces
I
of your
want
face
that.
and goes, oh, it's you. Open the phone. But now I'm scared because I do videos with makeup all the time.
Yeah.
Now what?
And then when you have makeup on, you don't think
Or
it
if you
would
take
know?
your glasses off.
I don't know. Maybe it's gonna go. Who the fuck is this?
Well, then you can
Geezer.
enter your
Yeah.
4-digit passcode.
Someone can
though.
decapitate
That's too
you
much
and
work.
just hold your head up to the phone to unlock it.
So that's what I was telling Derek. Is like crime is gonna get scarier.
Yeah.
Oh
Now you're gonna have
my
people going like,
god,
Look
Yeah.
at it.
So they
you
can
know?
look at your Facebook photos.
dude!
What the fuck
shit.
does anyone need to be on a phone
Kathy, what's her name? Probably she was trying to get into Donald Trump's phone.
That's what Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin was
Yeah.
trying to break
She's
in.
trying to hack the
shit,
iPhone 8.
that's
She's
what
trying to
I'm
hack the
looking
iPhone 8
Yeah.
and
I
fuck.
know.
That's
Because
what,
I knew when she's not a comedian, she's a hacker.
Yeah.
she's a
That's what I
hacky
heard.
comedian
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I heard people say she's a hack.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Damn.
Don't
So anyway,
Kathy Griffin, don't hack.
yeah.
are
Yeah.
you?
Get off.
Don't heck.
Don't hack.
Kathy,
Knock it off.
Kathy, don't heck. But anyway, so I think that's all we know right now. But,
Okay. Are you
are
you're
you
happy
doing
with
it?
the 7?
I'm happy with the 7.
Yeah, I got
think-
the 7
Am
Plus.
I doing
I
it?
love
No.
it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a 7 Plus.
But
That'd be
I
cheap.
if they
think
do a 7S,
You
If
know
they
what?
do a 7S,
Fuck yeah.
you know, we'll see what
Be
happens.
cheaper.
with my
7S
6,
or an 8, I don't know.
The thumbprint was off and on for me. The 7
Works
Plus
better.
has been so much better.
yeah,
Well,
that
maybe
is
I got
good
a bump
point.
sensor in
That's
the
a good
6.
point.
Yeah, so maybe I just think maybe it's just a new version.
But the 7 was a pretty damn good.
No,
phone.
I have a good phone, and my contract thing is not up, and I'm just gonna.
You still got
I
Flappy
have-
Bird on it, right?
I don't even know, dude. It's been so long.
I got Flappy
know,
Bird on mine.
I don't
Yeah,
even
dude.
know what they do with contracts anymore. I'm just gonna go buy the next iPhone flat out.
I got it.
Well, that's what I was.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
you
go-
pretty much have to do that.
I gotta
now.
bite the bullet now and just go. No more manager special re-up 2 years. I just gotta go.
Yeah,
do
fuck
some-
that shit.
I have the. Oh
Here's
yeah.
cash.
Needs to update Flappy Bird. I'm not fucking.
Sean,
You need to
Sean,
update
does it
Flappy
say
Bird.
Update because of iOS 11.
Yeah.
If you get iOS 11, that app will not work anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, these old apps, they're
Old
finally
apps
cutting them off.
Are they really?
They
Yeah.
get rid of-
That's not
what about
fair.
Flap-
What about my
Because
Eva clock? It sucks.
Let's look at.
Yeah.
The aspect
app
ratios
that
are
comes
wrong?
up will be
Where's
dead
the-
See, we're
on
retro
the-
gamers.
wait, keep playing.
This
keep
is
playing,
Twitch.
Keep playing.
Oh
Keep
wait,
playing.
wait.
What do you want to
You
turn up the
fucked
volume?
up.
What are you doing?
Turn up the volume.
Oh,
Oh,
you
fuck,
just
I locked
turned
it.
it off.
Oops.
Sorry, I really
It's
didn't mean
good,
to
it's
do
good.
that.
We
Okay.
fulfilled our Twitch part
Yeah, it's
of
true.
the. That's really how loud it is?
Yeah.
We got a Flappy Bird tournament going on. Shit.
Well,
This is what SGC was supposed to have.
Yeah. Fucking,
Guys, you should come to SGC.
I would
This-
have killed that.
People talk shit
I'm
saying you're
gonna
not a
lose this
PC.
game forever.
People talk shit on you guys for not being PC gamers, but we're iOS
Yeah.
gamers.
You think that?
I'm an iOS gamer.
Is this good Twitch content?
Ah, fuck.
Oh, that is.
I got 8.
He rage quitted.
I'm
But
gonna
I
speed
was
run it.
right,
I'm gonna speed run Flappy Bird.
Okay, let's all do it.
Oh, I can install Solitaire if I want to.
What's your high, Frank?
Maybe I don't know. Not as good as you.
I don't get
yeah,
high.
Well, that's obvious.
Yeah.
Frank doesn't get high.
Yeah.
Gaming is his anti-drug.
Yeah.
Sean.
Okay. Dude, I ruled at this game. I sucked at
What
every-
happened?
Fuck. This is hard.
What do you mean what happened?
You ruled at that game and you do
They
no
stopped
longer. How did that happen?
Fucking making it. Like, they didn't...
Can I take this time to talk about
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
game book?
I'm gonna keep playing
I
this
didn't
game,
get
though.
a
I'm
chance
playing
to-
some iOS
yeah,
games.
so all these video gamers are going off. I didn't get a chance to talk about this on the podcast, but I'm a booktuber.
A book streamer?
I'm a
shit,
booktuber.
26.
I'm a book streamer. I live
Yeah,
stream
booktuber.
books.
That's cool.
Coming out September, Jason Schreier of Kotaku.
Is that out yet?
It's not out yet. It
How'd
comes-
you get it?
Jason's a big fan. He supports us. Jason's the guy on Kotaku.
Oh my gosh.
Jason's the guy on Kotaku who always breaks the stories. That's like, oh, Destiny's gonna get delayed. Destiny's fucked up. GameStop's doing all this crook shit. Whatever.
shit.
Yeah.
And like anytime we make
Man
a
on the
video,
street.
yeah, anytime we make a video about these
Oh.
stories, like Jason will then post them to Kotaku.
Yeah, yeah.
So he supports
Nice.
us. We support him.
Did you like our Overwatch video?
Probably. I don't know.
Probably loved it.
He was very self-reflective. Anyways, I interviewed him at E3 about his book. He sent me a copy. It's called Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. And I'm so happy this exists because for the past 2 years, he went around and he just interviewed game developers and said, like, what's the story of your game? How is this stuff developed? Because game development and even game journalism is so frustrating because, like, games are so secretive. Like, all these NDA contracts, nobody actually talks about what's going on behind the scenes of video games. And so Jason was just really annoying and persistent in getting these developers to talk about what happens. Like, he talks about, like, Uncharted 4. Like, why did Amy Hennig leave Naughty Dog?
Yeah,
He talks about
yeah.
Star Wars 1313.
Yeah.
Why was that canceled? Why did LucasArts games
Yeah.
fall apart? Like, Destiny, why did that come out fucked up? Why did Diablo 3, like, screw up? He covers 10 different...
The dirt.
Yeah. So there's 10 different games that get covered in this book, and it's just, like, these long stories of development. My favorite...
What are the 10 games?
The 10 games are Diablo 3, Destiny, The Witcher 3, Halo Wars,
Oh.
Uncharted 4, Shovel Knight, Star Wars 1313, Pillars of Eternity, Dragon Age Inquisition. My favorite story in
Pillars
here...
of Eternity. That sounds familiar.
It was like the first like big Kickstarter game. It's
Okay.
an RPG. It was developed up in Irvine. But he covers Stardew Valley. And I never played Stardew Valley. I don't care that much. But the story of Stardew Valley is amazing. Because this one like teenager up in like Washington spent 5 years at his computer developing a video game. He released it on Steam, and now he has like $20 million in his
Oh
bank
my
account.
gosh.
It's like a Notch fucking story.
Yeah, exactly.
man.
But it's amazing. So like the story that the Stardew Valley kid tells Jason is like he just wanted to make a video game. Like he had done some like computer coding, but like he loved Harvest Moon as a kid, and they don't make those games anymore.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want to make my own Harvest Moon. Completely self-taught, one-man team. He did everything in the game. So he made the music, the pixel art,
Oh my god.
like all the coding. But because he was a teenager making this game, he had like no one above him telling him what to do. So like he wasn't
Yeah.
lazy. He worked 12 hours a day, but he kind of had no direction. So he would wake up and like, well, today I'm going to work on the music. The next day, I'm going to do all the character portraits. I'm going to work on like animating the cow sprites.
He was just all over the
Yeah,
place.
and then like a year later, as he would get better, oh, you know, this music all sounds like shit. I'm gonna make a new soundtrack. He would redo his work over and over again until a point where he almost got like crazy.
He taught himself how
Yeah.
to be a game developer, though.
He got a part-time job at a movie theater just so he could socialize because he was going crazy at home.
Ah,
And like
how funny.
it's an amazing story. And then the game came out, he had no expectations, and it blew up. And like he still lives very modestly with his girlfriend. But like I just love all these stories of like people who are so obsessive. And then on the bigger side of it is like he talks with like Neil Druckmann of Naughty Dog, how they're all hyper intensive perfectionists too,
Yeah.
but on a massive level. So he just goes through all these video game stories, how they're developed, why they're developed. And now like kind of why I talked about why I bought Agents of Mayhem, even though the game was kind of shitty, because of this book, I now know that like it's a miracle that any games get developed at all.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Because like if you're making
Really?
if you're making a film, you have like you write the script, you storyboard it, you go into development, you shoot it, you edit it, it's done. With a video game, you have so many independent departments working together, and then you put it together, and it could not be fun, or these assets might not work
Finance
together.
falls through.
And like you have to like retool it, and it's so expensive and takes so long. So video game development is a nightmare. And all these stories, it's just like, oh, everyone was really stressed. I was miserable. Talks about crunch time. But like Jason tells you stories with like heart and humor. And like, I have a lot of respect for video game developers now.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great book. It's on Amazon for like $10.
Wow.
Blood,
Yeah.
Sweat, and Pixels. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. Jason, we met Jason at E3.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah, so support the book, and then
You really liked it, man. I mean, those pages are like stuck together.
Oh yeah.
It looks all fucked up.
I was like reading like one game a day, and then one day I had free time and I read like half the book in one sitting. But like again,
I love stuff like that.
Anytime Jason does articles on Kotaku, it's all like how shit went wrong in a video game, like that no one else
Yeah.
talks about. So that good reporting is all in here, and now you can read it next.
Tight.
Nice.
Yeah, be careful of
Thank
the
you.
sticky pages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wear gloves.
yeah, wear gloves on that.
See, someone's been eating my sausage.
Yeah,
He loves Destiny so much.
yeah.
It is your destiny. Anyway,
Well,
Kevin, do you think it's going to be a lot of rigmarole to like doing the calls, or what do you think?
Skype? Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's gonna do that thing again, like it always does.
What?
You know,
What?
when you open it up.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say people
Oh,
are
yeah.
doing
Gonna
do that?
Discord.
It's done that last 2 times I've done it.
let's see if it's got
Yeah.
third time's a charm, Kev. I could stay for one call. I do
Yeah.
got to get.
No, you're going to do 3.
I
I
gotta
can talk.
get a
I can
move
talk
on.
about.
3 to 6.
I can talk about movies if this falls through.
I gotta do it. What is up with Deathwish?
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna pee.
Uh,
Not because I'm being.
I
Me too.
watched
you wanna
all
go
the-
together?
Yeah, you guys gonna go together?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go together.
Okay. I watched all the Deathwish movies this past week. Me and Bruce. What a fucking journey!
Just
Have you
kidding.
seen Deathwish?
No.
So the first Deathwish came out in 73, 76.
It's not Charles Bronson.
It is.
Is
It's
it?
Charles
Okay,
Bronson.
yeah,
the
maybe.
first Deathwish is a very straightforward 70s revenge drama.
Yeah.
Here's a normal guy.
Don't they
He's kind of a liberal. His daughter.
Wait, is there a scene where in one of the Deathwish movies you watch 1 and 2?
I watched 1, 3, and 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a scene where I think it might be the first one? People come into Charles Bronson's house and they like. It's like a gang, and I think do they like spray paint on his wife and daughter?
Dude, number 1 is like it's a 70s film. It's fucking gnarly.
They like come in
Yeah.
to like abduct and rape his family.
Jeff Goldblum is one of the rapists. So
But they use spray paint,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's very like it's
Okay,
almost like
I remember-
the Joker and Batman.
I remember that.
So yeah, Deathwish 1's a very straight revenge thriller.
have
These 3
seen that.
thugs break into his family's home. They spray paint over the walls. They spray paint like his wife and daughter's ass, and they like assault them.
Yeah.
and it's
no.
brutal.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Charles Bronson gets revenge. He kills all these street thugs. Whatever. The first one, it's like it's good. And then I jumped forward to Deathwish 3, which was made 10 years later by Canon. That like 80s action movie shitty.
Oh,
B-movie
yeah,
factory.
yeah.
So Deathwish 1 is totally straight.
Yeah.
Deathwish 3 is like a trauma movie.
Yeah.
Deathwish 3
Yeah.
One-liners and everything.
It's insane. It starts, his friend is killed, he pulls out like guns and starts to kill. Like, it is like the equivalent of going from Rambo First Blood to like Rambo 2, where it's like such a different tone.
Jarring.
Yeah.
Deathwish
difference.
3 is amazing. I loved it. Deathwish 3 is very much like a cartoon gang fantasy land where like
Yeah.
Deathwish 1 they shot all over New York. Deathwish 3 they shot on like a big giant like sound stage. So it's like here's a city block that's just filled with like extras and gangs and like stuff is on fire. There's explosions. It's just nonstop action.
Damn.
I really recommend Deathwish 3. You don't even need to watch 1 or 2. It's just straight nonsense. Yeah, someone in the
So
chat
that's
said,
your recommendation
Yeah.
is go to that.
I would say watch-
because with Rambo, I had never seen any of them, and
Yeah.
I watched the first one, and I was like touched by it.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, "Yeah, check out 2 and 3,"
Yeah.
and it was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
This is like it was such a departure.
Yeah.
I hated it.
So I think you can watch Deathwish 1 and then go to Deathwish 3. Just know they're 2 different movies. 1 is good as like, oh, this is a cool 70s revenge film. Number 3 is great as like a cheesy B action movie.
Yeah.
It is insane. And then Deathwish 4 isn't as good as 3, but it's still like, oh, this is a shitty but fun action movie. Danny Trejo's in it. Deathwish 4 and 3, he gets hired in these movies because, oh, I heard you were the vigilante, you know, back in the
Yeah.
70s, you did all this stuff. Will you kill the people who killed my wife? So he's like an assassin for hire.
Yeah.
And in Deathwish 4, he's like sneaking around like mansions as a waiter. He goes to like a bar as a wine
Oh, I
salesman.
remember that.
And he
Yeah,
kills
I
people
remember.
like It's nuts. I still gotta watch Deathwish 5. It's probably gonna be shit, but
No,
I like cheesy
Best
action
one.
movies.
that's
So
one.
Do you remember the gag in The Simpsons about it?
No, what is like
Coming
Deathwish
up next on TV on channel whatever, Deathwish. Oh, I think it's
9?
5.
Yeah, Deathwish 9.
Or Deathwish 9. I wish I was dead.
Yeah, because like in the first Deathwish, Charles Bronson's like 60, so he's already kind of old. But that's what's kind of neat. He's getting revenge on the kids. Deathwish 3 and 4, he's like 70 years old, but he's still having sex scenes with like 28-year-old actress, and it's like gross. And then Deathwish 5 was made like 5 years before he died. He looks like shit on the cover.
Oh,
So you know, good little film history.
can't wait for
Deathwish
the
3.
can't wait for the new
And then
one.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but there's a documentary on the Canon Film Group where they like interview all these people who made all these shitty action movies in the 80s. And apparently like the making of Deathwish 3 was a nightmare because Charles Bronson didn't want to do the movie, but they paid him so much money to do it.
Yeah.
And he was forcing them to rechange it. Alex Winters, the kid from Bill and Ted,
Yeah.
he was in it, but he was supposed to have a rape scene. And this 14-year-old actor was like, I don't want to do this. So they replaced his character halfway through the movie. Yeah. So yeah, Deathwish 3. Check it out.
Damn.
All right. Ready for Skype calls.
Hey, everybody at home, give us a call on Skype at Mega64 Podcast. We'll take a couple calls.
We'll see what's
and
up.
we'll see what's everybody's
Oh,
doing.
that's-
But yeah,
Steph was just calling. Oh, whatever, she's not there.
Whatever.
Pick
Staff.
random. Pick random.
okay. Let's talk to how about Caleb Ellis?
That sounds like a real
Oh,
name.
like Brett Easton
Yeah,
Ellis.
it's like
Doesn't
a
even
nice-
sound like an
nice
alias.
boy's name.
Yeah.
This guy sounds
Caleb.
like he's so on the
Hey.
level.
Seems very posh.
He seems like he's not afraid to use his real name, put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can get behind what he's gonna say.
Yeah, let's do it, Caleb.
What's
Step
up, Caleb?
Hey, what's up? Is my video on?
No.
No, it's not.
It's loading.
Oh, it's loading. Yeah,
Hey.
handsome.
Hey,
Here we
what's up,
go.
Caleb
What's
King?
up?
Handsome.
Hey.
Early. Surfer. He was a skater.
Hi, I actually been watching the podcast for years and years. I've never actually called or anything. But I actually do have a question.
Okay.
I don't know
Nice.
if the question's been asked or anything, but what are like, because you guys have been doing the podcast for years and years, what are like some of your favorite podcast moments?
Our own
Or
personal
after show
moments. Fuck.
For me, it will never and can never. I mean, we'll die without having topped this moment.
Yeah,
Which
I know
moment?
what
When
you're
Bin
saying.
Laden was
Oh,
killed.
Bin Laden,
was
yeah.
killed.
That's
I
my
mean,
second favorite.
It's never
yeah.
gonna
Well,
top
we
that.
got
What's your
Osada.
first favorite.
We got Osadam. That was great.
This is actually a test I have with friends. Like, this is like the humor gate. If you
Okay.
can't pass this, you guys are talking about Mitt Romney's binders. And you
Oh yeah.
The Ron Paul.
Oh yeah.
That right there, like that's like the test.
Wow.
Like, girl.
That I'm like,
Whoa. Wow,
I do
yeah.
like. There was a moment where we were all dancing around. I think playing Rock Band or something,
Yeah.
and Eric wore a fucking vest and a
Oh,
hat.
Yeah, sharp dressed
Oh,
man.
He was a sharp dressed man, and he does that move.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one's pretty
that-
good.
For some reason, that was
When I
hilarious.
made
That's so good.
that dance party shirt, I insisted that Eric put that on.
Yeah, in there.
Because that was such a funny fucking moment.
I would say my number 2 after the Bin Laden. Bin Laden's an easy one, but I'd
Yeah.
say then after that it would be Garrett Gets Weird.
Yeah, Garrett Gets Weird, and then
What's
followed
that?
up by Hot Take last week.
that-
What's Garrett Gets Weird?
Garrett Gets Weird.
Derek's sitting over there and he goes, "Well, I've been weird enough. It's time for somebody else to be
Someone else
weird
could get weird because I'm done.
because I'm done."
And there's silence for 2 minutes,
Okay.
and then Garrett just, right
Just
at you,
rips
and we
it
go,
in-
"Ah!"
in your
We all
mouth.
leave the set.
Yeah.
There
Tasted it.
was
remember that.
two that people point out in the chat. Like even as a fan, the man from Boston bit.
Oh, that's
like
good.
I was
Oh
there.
my
I remember
God.
that. But Derek's telling of the man from Boston is amazing.
Yeah.
And then the original like Iron Man comic books. When
Yeah.
you guys saw Iron Man
Oh,
read
Oh
that,
yeah.
that comic
and
books.
What's
that was great.
what's great about that moment is it's still not far off from what really happened.
Really not that far
No
off.
joke. All
They were
these
humping.
fucking long-haired dudes were like ripping their fucking shirts off and jumping over the seats to fucking hug each other because Nick Fury showed up. It was like, ew, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Like,
gross.
sit the fuck down. It's a movie. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I actually like probably once a week I'll either say "You're not burning," or literally, I mean, we will actually just in my apartment just start screaming Ron Paul at each other.
Wow.
So
Nice. Hell yeah.
on a weekly basis. So
Your
yeah,
neighbors
no,
must
you
love
guys
you.
Yeah, he must fucking
very
stoked.
much been an influence. So I mean, it's either Mega 64 or Beatle references.
I
for
thought
me.
that wet fart bit from last week was pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, wet
that
fart
was,
was
Oh
good.
yeah,
that
I was laughing at that for a pretty long
like,
time.
I almost threw up
That
at
made
one
me
point.
cry.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good. Moment. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's about. I mean, I don't really have any other questions than that.
People
Just,
told me that.
Cool,
I gotta
thank you for your
call
call.
Thanks so much.
Hey,
no-
Go shred some waves.
He just wanted us to suck our own dicks for a while.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, those good podcast moments. What were you gonna say? You were...
Oh, I've been told that my Wednesday dance class was also a good one.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No.
But that's just
Dance
embarrassing
class.
to
It's
me.
a good story though.
That was embarrassing.
We did ask for someone to
Yeah,
chime
Sonic
in.
expert.
Sonic expert.
Quick review of Sonic Mania.
Quick moment here with our Sonic expert
Yeah.
Duke.
What do you think?
At the last second, they delayed it for PC, so I can't play it till my birthday.
Oh,
Okay, we'll check back in.
You don't even
all right,
fucking
we'll
know.
check back in with
Thank
him
you. Thank you.
in a
Right.
few
Yeah.
Whenever
weeks
the
there.
fuck your birthday
Yeah.
is. I don't know. Do you know? That's
I
not
don't
I
know.
remember off, so I don't know that one.
Olivia Baresi.
I know. What's Rachel's name?
Olivia. Okay, Olivia.
Yes.
It worked.
I'm not gonna say your last name on camera, but I chose your name because that last name is in The Sopranos.
I know.
Oh, you've heard
and
that.
the first. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that
know.
must get really annoying.
No, that's totally okay.
Because I have
No
people
worries.
when I go shopping, people look at my card or whatever, and they go, "Oh, you know what? I just thought of when I saw your name.
What?
What? I don't know if you heard this before.
Oh, what?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh,
No.
and, if
Oh,
you,
have you heard that
and then they
before?
go,
Have
"Have
you
you
heard
heard that?" And I go, "Yeah, every day since 3rd grade."
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
no,
anyway,
all the
sorry.
time people are like, "Have you seen The Godfather? You must be Italian." And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
But
You must
know.
be.
So anyway, Olivia Soprano, how's it going?
Carmela, how
Sorry,
you
I
doing?
said I wasn't gonna say it. I'm sorry.
Carmela, what's up?
That's okay. Not much. I'm a longtime viewer. I've never called, but I have a question because I just watched. It's not about the episode, but I just watched the most recent Game of Thrones episode that came out tonight,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and
wow.
it made me
Oh,
want to.
yeah, hasn't seen it.
And it made me want to ask you a question,
Okay.
Okay.
which is basically, what do you think is like in TV, movies, video games, the best example of like a fan service moment and the worst example of a fan service?
It's funny because, I mean, no, I don't think any of us have seen this episode.
I have not.
Derek did,
Have CC.
and we kind of had this conversation a little bit because
Okay.
it started to provoke. So I think I know what you're talking about because he spoiled a couple things for me
Tonight's episode
because
of
I
Game
don't
of
really watch
Thrones?
the show. Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't
so
seen it. I'm
but I don't
waiting.
really know much. So
How
When
we're
I
not,
get
Derek
home,
already
I'm gonna
see it.
watch it.
Yeah.
So don't.
we're not going to go into that.
I don't know how.
How
But
did Derek
I think
already
HBO
see
I think
it?
he works at HBO too.
Yeah, he must know somebody at the network.
Yeah.
Got
Got
it.
Privilege.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyway,
Right.
but yeah, a fan kind of payoff thing, right? Best and worst. And I think worst, for it to be worst, it has to be like you try too hard, like
You know what
Yeah.
just stands out in my mind was the Arnold Schwarzenegger one lines in any of the Terminators after 2.
Yeah,
They keep giving Arnold the "I'll be back" and the
Yeah.
"Come with me if you want to live" and all that, and they'll variant
Yeah.
they'll put a little
Right.
twist on it in like the 3rd and Terminator
Yeah.
Genesis and stuff. And
Yeah.
those movies are god awful to begin
Yeah.
with, but it's so cringy to hear him try to do the one-liners.
I'll
In
give
those.
him a point because of course they shoehorned that shit into the Expendables.
Of course.
But at least he did it well one time when they're stuck in that tunnel and suddenly a giant drill comes through and he jumps out of it and goes, "I'm back!"
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Yeah.
Maybe
See,
someone-
honestly, like
These
to respond
guys
to that,
like pie.
well, someone in the chat said, I feel like the fan service in GOT was sold well by the actors, and I agree, but I kind of feel the way about it that Garrett feels about the Terminator stuff that he just mentioned. It's sort of like, it's not that they're not trying, it's just like, why did you have to pander to us in this way that makes everyone feel like we're children?
Yeah.
I hate when like shows develop fan followings and then the showrunners will take the internet stuff that spawns
Yes.
and puts it into the show.
Yes.
Like
Well,
the
yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
Bad Malcolm in the Middle thing. Where
Oh.
it's like you
Oh,
guys
they
didn't
did that?
on the DVD extra they actually did
It wasn't
put,
in the show,
Yeah,
but as a
but
DVD
it was just
extra.
still like
Okay.
I mean I can see they did that, but it's just like
Not needed.
Yeah.
not
I just
needed.
thought of another horrible one.
Okay.
Perfect example.
Yeah.
What you just said, Frank. one of those X-Men movies where the
I'm
Juggernaut,
bitch.
the
Yeah.
Juggernaut says, "I'm
Yeah.
the Juggernaut, bitch."
Yeah.
That was like directly taken out of
yeah.
those.
Yeah.
memes.
Hey, and somebody brought this up in the chat. I feel I'm going to actually say the opposite of what they're saying in the chat. I thought Rogue One was ripe with that stuff. I did not think it needed any of that Darth Vader shit. I'm not saying those scenes weren't cool. I'm not saying those weren't cool to watch visually, but I felt it was really immature to keep throwing all these fan service things in it. I didn't really feel like that was needed. But I won't say that's the best or the worst. I think the worst, I'm gonna say honestly, I know Expendables, it's kind of, you don't really take it that seriously, but I thought Expendables 1 did a good job at not being parody, being goofy, but like, no, this is a legit 80s action movie. Like, I thought they did a pretty good job. 2, I want to say, probably the worst that comes to mind, the Chuck Norris stuff. Chuck Norris
that
showing
sucked. And the Lone Wolf music playing.
Yeah, it was like, these movies kept it together until Chuck Norris showed up, and then it was, I heard it's Cobra bit you, and 10 days later the Cobra died. It was like, man, I'm ready to leave.
What?
They're doing Chuck Norris jokes in the movie.
Movies.
One thing I love in fan service in video games is when they let you go back to like older levels in games.
Yes.
I mean, like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, yes.
But this is such a dumb example, but I love in Tony Hawk Underground 2, the first level in that is the
left turn.
Hey, this is what I care about.
I'm with you.
In Tony Hawk's Underground 2, you start out in the warehouse from Tony Hawk 1.
Yeah.
Like, that's but here's the thing. You go through the level, and then that level is expanded. There's a whole other part in the warehouse.
Break out the warehouse.
And it's like, holy shit, this is fucking cool.
Yes.
And you can sticker slap and do graffiti. Oh, man, come on.
So thank you. Because that reminds me, the best one would be Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm a fan of, this is a very specific thing, but I like to do it. I try to do it in our Mega64 episodes too.
Yeah.
I love flashing back to old things or going back to old, like, whoa, that just came back and I didn't expect
Where
it.
it's a total surprise too.
But not just that. I love it when they do it and they don't update the media in which it was made. In Metal Gear Solid 4, they talked about, do you remember when you faced against Big Boss?
Yeah.
And you scorched him with the flamethrower? He survived. And da-da-da-da-da. They don't update the graphics. It's
that
regular
old school.
Nintendo sprites. In this giant big budget game, they show... Do you remember when you did that? And it's like, but it's dead serious. But they don't update that. And I liked, honestly, when we were working on version 3, I wanted to bring back, there was a villain that was in version 1 for 2 seconds. But I thought, fuck, we get to cut to 2003 footage of us. I love that.
Yeah.
2003 mini DV shit footage, and then back to the cinematic thing.
told you to eat a
I
toast.
love doing that. And I will say, I know you're probably not caught up on Twin Peaks.
Oh, no, not yet.
This last week did exactly this. There's something that came back in it, and it was like, are they just gonna roll old footage? Oh God, they are. This is awesome.
That's cool.
They contextualize old shit in the new, like, hey, here's something that you might have forgotten
really
about.
Cool.
Oh, it was so good.
Because I was trying to think of a way that I enjoy it, the way it's done well, and I was trying to think of that new season of Evil Dead, or the new show, the new series.
Yeah, they do that.
That Evil Dead series that was kind of like takes place after, Army of Darkness and everything. They will reference and roll old footage of Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. In this second season, they finally started showing Army of Darkness stuff.
Yeah.
And that kind of fan service is not shoehorned in. It's like, no, this is all canon, and it fits well, I think.
One thing also in movies that reusing old footage that I love is in all the Trauma movies that Lloyd Kaufman directs.
Yep.
In the very first one in Toxic Avenger, like 81 or whatever, there's a stunt where like a car is driving and it goes off a ramp and explodes.
And it flips.
And like Trauma films are so low budget, they spent all their budget on that stunt.
Right.
In every Lloyd Kaufman film, for 30 years, they always insert that shot of the car going up the ramp.
He finds a way to use it.
So it's like, so like, uh-oh, there's a car chase in this movie. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like, they're arguing in the car, they shoot no footage. Oh no, look out! And then it cuts to this grainy ass 1979 footage. And one of the best examples was in Poultrygeist, which came out like 2006.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? The very end of the movie. Oh, we survived the night of all those zombies. All right, let's hit the road. And then all the characters at the very end, they flip off and they all die. And he just did another movie, like Return to Class of Nukem High, like this 2015, and they put it in again, and it's like, oh,
That's
I love,
awesome.
and yeah, reusing the same
Terra
radio.
Firma,
so
I think
good.
it flips over and smashes a dude's head.
Yeah, oh,
like
that-
they use
cut-
it in
yeah.
other scenes.
Yeah,
Like they
and
cut
another
it
crazy,
into everything.
such a
Funny.
side note, all those Toxic Avenger movies, they're all free on the Troma YouTube channel.
Are they free?
Yeah, so watch
Oh, that's great.
watch the Toxic Avenger on YouTube. Very
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
awesome.
Yeah, so that's my favorite in terms of film.
Yeah.
Fan
That's a
service.
Great.
Yeah.
Great
This is.
fan service
I'm
moments.
nervous about this episode of Game of Thrones. I really am, because everything that I've heard about is, oh yeah, this is very.
Uh-oh.
I have to go on social
Whatever.
media blackout
Yeah.
on Sunday nights.
Which-
I don't check Twitter until I watch
No,
Game of Thrones.
yeah, me too. And I
That's me, but with Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
and I really like. I liked Game of Thrones because you never knew it was going to happen, and it was always what you thought was going to happen. It was
Mhm.
the opposite. It was like they always fucking changed it up. So the fact that it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll love it. I don't know.
Oh, such a small fan service thing. This might not be it too much, but like I love in La La Land when J.K. Simmons is in it.
Yeah.
Because like J.K. Simmons is like the main guy in Whiplash,
Right.
and then in Damien Chazelle's next
Yeah.
movie, J.K. Simmons has this cameo, it's this very stern like.
Right.
I thought like, oh great, just that's a little nod. I don't know. I like when filmmakers like carry on their little like legacy.
Oh,
with their
Sure.
movies.
But there are times when they do it where it's like,
Oh yeah.
all right,
It's like, this
guys,
is
like.
gross.
It feels like they're sucking their own dick a little
Yeah,
bit. Like when
yeah.
we saw
Yeah.
Watchmen and their apartment 300, it's like,
Oh, that's
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never
Ew.
noticed that.
Yeah.
a little
Fuck
clever.
that.
I get it.
And now I'll just say one that no one else will appreciate, but for me, hands down, when they dicked us around for a year on who the Gold Ranger was.
Oh yeah.
We all remember this.
And you're like, oh, it's
All
going to
of
be
us.
some old character. They're going to trick us. It's some old character. And then they got injured and they demorph and it's some alien. And it was like, that's it? Like, that was disappointing. And then the alien goes, I'm dying. The Golden Ranger powers are going to disappear. You have to find someone to take them or they'll be gone forever.
Uh-huh.
And they go, we're already Rangers. You can't be two Rangers.
You can't be two
What
Rangers.
do we do? And suddenly they go, hold on, I know someone. And the fucking original Red Ranger comes through the
Oh
doors.
my god.
Oh!
Because they subverted. You thought, well, it's going to be some old character or something, and it wasn't, but it was.
But it was.
Fucking got you.
They got you.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
Damn.
No, thank you. No,
That
yeah,
was a
I
good
would say
question.
don't be nervous about the episode.
Okay.
But like, you know.
All we're going to
More-
say is
All right, respect.
22 minutes, 13 seconds.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to
I
say.
really
gonna
feel
say.
like
Yeah,
That's all
that's
I'm gonna
it.
say.
the way that
Yeah.
last episode ended, it was like, this is like Lord of the Rings to me.
How'd the last episode end?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay, I know what happened. Yeah, exactly.
The Fellowship of the
Yeah.
Ring just
Oh,
got
I'm
together.
excited.
They're going to
I'm
go
so
destroy
excited.
the
Fellowship
ring.
is broken.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
excited.
honestly, it starts. Yeah, it starts like it's the Expendables, but the Westerosi version.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what I felt like it was. So.
Yeah.
But I was
100%.
excited. I was.
I'm just
so.
happy the Hound is here, even if he dies immediately. I don't
Fair
care.
enough,
He's
fair
my
enough.
favorite.
Damn.
Well,
All right.
Olivia, thank you for
Thank
your
you
call.
for your call.
Olivia, thank
Yeah.
you. I don't know how
Oh,
Paul's
wait, real
going to
quick.
get better than that.
Yeah.
She's gone.
Yeah.
I was at
Tell her
cake
off the
cake
air.
or pie, but it doesn't matter.
No.
Someone in the chat said how lame it was the end of Dark Knight Rises with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Am I the only one that thought that was fucking cool?
Yeah,
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was rad.
Oh, it was great.
Fan service
it
would be
gave
if
me-
they continued the next movie and it was him as Batman or Robin or whatever.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
I love that it was just like that was
That
the
was
end of
it.
it,
It
and
was
like
ambiguous.
use your imagination to
Yeah.
imagine what
Yeah.
dark,
Yeah, it fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Darkwing
Let's do one more
Duck goes
call,
off
and then I
to
have
do.
to go watch Game of Thrones.
No, that was it for me.
Oh,
I thought,
yeah.
I thought
Let's
Angela's Ashes
Let's do a
nailed it.
send off.
Let's do.
All right, bye.
No, wait, I want to show you the new.
When it comes
Wait,
to when
Garrett.
I have to go.
Okay, all right.
you didn't talk about
Alright.
anime fan service.
I have to.
He's got to go.
Nosedive.
He made the decision.
What? Plug it in the
Hello.
camera and the USB.
Hey,
Yo.
Garrett's
Hello?
got to go, so you can make this quick.
Can I make it quick?
Yeah, because Garrett's got to go.
All right, I'm gonna wait for my camera to come on.
Well, this is
'cause
off to a real bad start.
long.
it's my Sonic
It's gonna take too
Mania.
long.
He's
review.
leaving. He's gone. You
Fuck!
He's out the door.
Fuck!
You fucked us. You fucked
Oh,
us.
shit!
Turn
Oh,
this
he's loading
shit
up
off.
the game.
Turn
Okay.
this off. Turn
Yeah,
this
we're
off.
not doing
No,
a let's
this
play.
guy's playing
Don't
games.
go
God
in with the let's
fucking
play.
damn it! You played a game and we
Guy's
lost
playing
Garrett
games.
because of you. We had him here and we were gonna show him our new shit because he hasn't seen it yet. But then you had to play our fucking games. I hope you're really happy.
All right, Colin, what's up? Hell
Colin,
yeah.
thank
Colin,
you.
You're-
Hey, Colin, we're in a bad mood
I'm
already.
in a real shit mood right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I had a question regarding you guys go to a lot of conventions and stuff, so I had a question about that. If that's all
Yeah,
right.
we're in a bad mood.
That's
so
okay. No, it's all right.
ask nicely.
No, I'm getting better.
Okay. All right. I'll tread lightly, I guess.
Yes.
Fuck.
Okay. With your, years of experience in conventions, I've only just started going this past year, really.
Okay.
And since you guys are a lot more experienced in that, I would expect you probably have noticed some more trends than I have noticed over the last year.
Yeah.
But I went to an anime convention today in New York.
Okay.
And, there were a lot of people dressed as Steven Universe, who I didn't know was a anime character, I guess.
Right.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
So my question is, you guys go to a lot of conventions. Are there any characters that like stand out in your mind as, geez, these are getting like overused a lot and they don't really seem like they fit in? Like I feel like
I
there's
hate
tons of them.
Waldo.
Oh yeah,
Waldo
is
at
at every fucking convention.
It's not fucking funny. It's not.
Yeah, dress as something that you like and are excited about. Don't quit the Waldo gag sucks.
And now it's like, oh, there's a T-Rex dressed as Waldo. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
At Anime Expo and Comic-Con, I got annoyed with Rick and Morty cosplayers. I like Rick
I
and Morty.
saw a lot of those.
It's a great show. I don't like when people dress up as Rick and Morty and then try to abrasively be that character.
Yeah.
Because you are not. You're not
character.
You're not Justin Roiland. You're not Dan Harmon. You can't write well. Just dress up.
Frank,
That's fine. Don't be obnoxious.
That is every single character. I don't care who you are dressed as. You are not that person. So when I'm talking to Batman going to buy a shirt and he goes, "Yes, I'll have the con DVD, please." Okay. Fuck. Okay, sure.
So,
it's like I get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I guess a follow-up question. One of the best things about going to conventions regarding cosplaying in that over the last year is there are always some that are like really surprising to me. Like today I saw someone dressed up as, there's this, I don't know if it's that obscure, but there's an internet YouTube series called Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
There was somebody dressed up as the clock from that, which was just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So that was like, enjoyable and obscure enough where I've never seen that. That's a kind of interesting costume. So my next question, I guess, is, are there any costumes that you stand out to you like that, or that you wish you could see?
At Comic-Con, I think all three of us saw us. There was a Lumbergh cosplayer from Office Space. He wasn't going around doing bits. He just had the coffee mug and
he looked great.
It was awesome. It was like, that was great.
Cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
There
Did
was
he have the suspenders too?
Yeah, he had the whole gear.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There was a guy at Comic-Con who was dressed as Littlefinger, which is like, whatever. He looked so much like the guy that I'm still not convinced it was not him.
His profile, it looked dead on.
It was dead on to the point, like,
perfect
I felt like
gray hair, like that.
If that actor dressed up as Littlefinger and walked the show floor, you wouldn't think that the actor would do that.
Yeah.
But it looked just fucking like, it was like shocking.
Yeah.
So to me, that's like, hey, you know what? You look
it.
so much like this guy, and you cosplayed as him. Like, well done. You nailed it.
I also appreciate, because everyone cosplays as Jon Snow, but it's like, here's like a side, like that's a
side character that you happen to look exactly like.
Because no one really fucking likes Littlefinger.
No one likes Littlefinger.
I guess if he looked that much the same, I don't know if you guys heard about when Spider-Man: Homecoming came out. Hannibal Buress, he had like a bit part in it.
Oh yeah.
For the opening, he sent someone that didn't look anyone like him. He sent him to like the red carpet.
Oh, I did see that.
As him.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice, I guess, he could send him as his doppelganger.
Yeah, he definitely could.
And I don't know if do you guys have any other thoughts on that?
There was one guy who was like the match from like, what is it, Bic matches, or he was like some like
he was the Bic guy on on the Bic lighters and stuff. You see the guy with the ball head and like that,
which is like there's some it's like fucking random and like well done.
He was in our cosplayers video as son of a Bic.
That's right. That's right. But for me, I used to really be annoyed by the T-Rex inflatable things. Now it's my favorite because. This is a secret. Don't tell anyone this.
Yeah.
But when they walk past the booth, I hit him with a rubber band. Not like the person, but just like the costume. and I know it's a loud echoey thud, and they always look around trying to figure out what just happened.
It sounds like a gunshot.
But they don't know. And I really enjoy doing that. So that's my favorite thing now.
It is kind of a fun activity.
It's a little fun. It's a little fun that I have. And no one gets hurt by it. They just get confused for a second.
And this one last thing, since I know you, when I started the call, you said you were in a bad mood.
I was, yeah.
So to stroke your egos a little bit, one of my favorite things that you guys did was a video, it was maybe a year ago, that it was the, when Doom 2016 came out, you did Mood.
Yeah.
The Vaporwave ripoff one.
Yeah.
I'm a producer in that kind of scene of music, so myself and a couple people have been working on an album just inspired by that Mood game that you guys were doing.
And
Whoa!
Yeah, but I was so pumped that for the Patreon box, you guys sent a poster of that. That was
poster.
like, so I just wanted to, if nothing else, just thank you for that. That's on my wall. I love that poster.
Hell yeah! Well, let us hear the album when it comes out. I'm dying to hear it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll send it to the box.
Please do.
Oh yeah.
All right, thanks, dude. I feel a lot better now. Thank you.
I do feel better.
That was a good call.
Rocco a copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Hey, real quick, cake or pie?
Oh, let's see. If it came down to cake or pie, I kind of agree with what you guys were saying. You can make a real shitty cake really easily, and I've had a lot of those.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot less bad pies.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry,
He's a pie man.
Connection got
He's
weak.
a pie
there.
man. Thank
Connection
you.
got weak.
Pie man. I know we rarely put out a poll on Twitter, but I think we should in this case.
Cake or
and just
pie.
put cake or pie.
Yeah.
I'll do it
And
right now.
I need to. I mean,
I think you'll find.
I gotta know.
I think pie's gonna win.
I got my
Hey,
phone right here.
let me just
I'll be the
say
first
real
vote.
quick too, as I look at Twitter, don't post fucking screen caps of something that's just now airing on the East Coast. Like I go on Twitter and it's all there's someone I follow and he's a great guy, but just keeps posting all these Twin Peaks screenshots and it's like this has not fucking aired, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's rude.
Anyway, that's rude. Anyway, okay.
Hey, is Flight or Invisibility the new Splatfest thing?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I heard multiple people talking about it now, and I don't know. But I'm going Flight on that one. So if you want to be on my team, do Flight.
Do more sauces.
Yeah.
Do more sauces.
Sriracha or
I feel like Flight is
Flight or
fucking
Invisibility.
cool. It's just cool. You can get places that way. Fuck gas. I'm just gonna fly.
But does that
and
give you
invisibility is like, what are you fucking up to? What's this sneaky shit?
Invisibility is only going to help you with bad shit.
But bad shit.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of bad shit I could think of that'd be fun to do. Okay, whatever. I'm a fucking horrible pervert.
Sneak in the movies.
But no, that's not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was getting a Comic-Con for free.
Yeah, easy.
That's cool.
Well,
however, Flight is, I think, the dream of all human beings.
yeah.
I think that would be the one.
Yeah, and also like, Disneyland, sneaking to Disneyland for free. I'll fucking fly into Disneyland.
They'll shoot you down.
They will.
That's a no-fly zone.
Yeah, Flight all day. Thank you.
Yeah, Flight, definitely. Okay.
Are you booting up?
Can you
I'm doing the
imagine
poll
how
right now.
cool that would be just to fly on home?
How long should the poll be? Give it an hour?
What if you can fly, but you fly
I'll
like
make it
2 miles
2
per
hours.
hour?
Maybe
What if you
2
fly
hours?
real fucking
2
slow?
hours.
Yeah.
I can go like 70 miles per
There you
hour in
go.
a car. How fast can you go in flight?
Let's say top speed is even 15 miles an hour.
That's still pretty convenient.
That's pretty convenient.
Yeah, but would you get fat or if you're not walking
That's
anywhere?
a good question.
So many.
That's a good question.
Too fat to fly.
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh man,
I feel
tweet
like
thread.
to hold yourself in that position would require some muscle strength.
Are they going to study
You know what,
too fat
though?
to fly in history books?
Hold on. Going back in support, I wouldn't choose invisibility, but in support of it, I will also say you'll see shit no human has seen.
Yeah.
You could walk into the CIA headquarters.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
You can walk into GameStop.
But who knows?
headquarters.
Maybe they've met aliens and
Yeah.
you will see them.
NASA is fucking. full of
I could
liars.
I could walk into, imagine sitting in the White House
Yeah.
during all this stuff behind closed doors and just getting a bird's eye view of it.
Yeah.
But then
That
I'd be
could
so
be
scared
cool.
of being caught.
You're invisible.
Yeah,
They got heat sensors.
you're invisible.
You got
but,
guard
like,
dogs.
Who fucking knows?
But if you're
dude?
You'll bump
flying,
into somebody.
someone's going to shoot you.
Who's gonna shoot me?
And,
Little
someone
kids with
doesn't
BB
like you.
guns?
I'm only gonna fly in no carry states.
Flight and invisible. Yeah.
I'm only going to fly in yes fly zones. Anyway. All right, the poll is out there. Cake
Woo!
or pie?
Rock the vote. Your voice matters.
Your voice matters.
We got 4 votes, and they're sick people. I'll tell you that.
I'm gonna vote real quick. I gotta vote on this.
I just find. Oh, never mind. It's tipping back my way, baby.
I voted.
I just feel like a cake is so much more positive.
Who the fuck is tipping the vote in this dumbass direction?
I feel like a pie. You got like some crust, but I don't want like chunks of shit. I feel like a cake is nothing but a smile.
Oh.
A cake is.
Give me the chunks of apple,
sweet.
boysenberry,
No, I don't want that.
blackberry.
I don't want. If I want, but here's my take. If I want chunks of apple, I will eat an apple.
Also, you got the pizza pie. That's also good.
Oh, Chicago pizza. That's a pie.
Boiled into like sugar water, so it's delicious.
Oh yeah.
Pie is awesome.
Pie.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a pie man.
I can't remember last time I had a birthday and had a cake. I have birthday pie every time.
Hey, we went to that pizza place. They gave us free cake, and we threw it in the trash.
Yep.
Yeah, because who wants
I
that?
it on my ass.
Exactly, because who wants that?
Yeah.
Well, this was a fun podcast, and I think we all learned a lot today.
Yeah, we learned the truth.
Everyone be careful with that fucking eclipse. Yeah. Don't look at it. Don't have your phone look at it. Stay inside tomorrow. We're
Stay
all
inside,
gonna die.
play video games.
Yeah, Nate States.
Nate,
Did you get that?
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Sean.
What?
I'm sorry, Sean.
No, we're not. We don't buy it.
Yeah, you know what?
Real quick.
Suck your sorries in a sack.
Before we go, someone brought it up in the chat. We got to settle it. I'd love to end this, but we have to settle it.
Okay.
Okay, fine, cake or pie, whatever. We know cake is better. But okay, cheesecake.
Okay.
What is it?
What is it?
Gross.
Whoa. Eliminated from the conversation. Is cheesecake pie or cake?
It's
feels
neither.
weird.
It's
feels
neither.
weird to call it a cake.
It's not a cake.
It's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's my worst enemy.
Crust and filling, that's all it is. It's just like a pie.
It's kind of a pie to me,
and
though.
honestly, yeah, I could do without it.
Cheesecake,
I mean, I can't have it
cheesecake is my #1 dessert.
Whoa.
Above all else.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's
if all other desserts vanished off the earth and there was just cheesecake, I'd be like.
There's been times where it's like I'm lactose intolerant. I see the cheesecake and I have one pill left, and I think I'll save it for something good.
Oh, cheesecake is amazing.
Yeah, cheesecake is good.
I just you know what? There are some things that I don't like because I know I'll get really thirsty because of it. I just don't like it in a cheesecake. I get so thirsty.
Have a drink.
Give us some milk.
No.
Yeah, have a drink.
No.
You know what though? As much as I talk shit on pie,
yeah,
that shit's in a pie tin, man. I don't know. I think it's a pie.
Oh yeah.
I think it's a fucking pie.
It's a.
You could call it whatever.
Everything about it is a pie except for the name.
The name.
Except for the name.
And what's a name? You could call me shitmouth.
Which I
don't
do.
have shit in my
I've
mouth.
done that before.
So I think it's a pie. So hey, I will give a point to pie right there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I will say too, I've had desserty pies. To me, though, dessert is not. I just don't like fruity shit for dessert. And so I will say, I've had great pies that were like somebody made it was like a pie that was like Oreos and almost like a pudding structure to it. Really?
I do not like creamy. I don't like meringue. I don't like.
Oh, I was gonna say that's the only pie that I've ever had that was good.
Meringue.
It's like lemon meringue with whipped cream on it.
Lemon desserts are pretty good though.
Oh, I love lemon.
That's
desserts.
pretty good. Yeah. Someone's asking what a moon pie would count as. Cookie.
Pastry.
A pastry. Yeah.
That's a pastry.
It's pastry. Yeah. Huh. Well, there you go.
Jeremy will settle it. What?
Jeremy.
What were we talking about? Something like you have to say goodbye to one of these forever, and it was like a donut. I think Janae showed me this. I forget what it was. I forget it. Never mind.
What was it?
It was like donut, pizza,
or Beckett.
tacos, or chips.
Yeah,
like
or one of your children.
You could never eat one again. What would it be?
Chips is #1 for me, so I don't care about it.
Like for me, I got rid of the donut. Like pizza, I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Tacos, I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
I would be sad about donuts. I love a good donut, but my life would go on.
Yeah.
My life would go on, but like chips, I love with like
Yeah,
chips,
you gotta have
salsa.
chips. Yeah,
Tacos,
you gotta have chips.
I mean, that's like
Tacos are not my favorite in the pillars of Mexican food, but to not ever be able to eat a taco, I feel like that'd be harder than a
for
donut.
Every meal for every day, and I'd be happy.
Oh, I love tacos. Don't get me wrong, but a donut, I would be sad, but I could do it.
Yeah, and then pizza. I mean,
yeah, pizza is a pillar of.
So
you gotta eat
fuck
pizza.
you, donuts. You're out.
Jeremy.
I'd be sad. I mean, I love a good donut.
I like donuts.
Yeah, but I could figure.
Agent 004.
Oh, I gotta go. What are we doing here? What do you want? Why are you on here?
Jeremy, What are you doing?
Just watching you guys talk about food.
Okay.
Question?
What do you want to say?
Yeah, what's your statement?
Well, I had a question about has anybody ever approached you from like these videos that you show, like Homeless Guy Eats Crap or Septic 5, like
No,
these?
we're
no.
talking about food, not
Yeah,
crap.
yeah. I don't talk about shit.
Yeah, I thought that'd be like a cool finale, but
Mm-hmm.
Final grand finale. This guy's got doorbuster. This call's gonna be a doorbuster. Miku,
Yeah, what's up?
Hatsune.
Yeah.
Wrong chat.
Yo.
Hello.
Miku, Hatsune. We're doing it. It's the grand finale.
Oh, fucking boy!
You're ready for the lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, dude. What is that? Is that chopsticks? Is that incense?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're getting nuts.
Fuck, dude.
No,
don't hurt.
Oh,
Don't
it's
hurt
like fear
yourself.
factor. This
Don't
is
hurt
like fear
yourself.
factor.
Evidently,
Stop it.
fear is not a factor
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, dude, this
no.
is the chopstick up the nose. Welcome to Jackass.
What is that? Is that vape? We vaping?
No.
Is that a push pop? Yeah, dude. Push
Oh,
that
dude,
shit.
we got
Push pop.
chopsticks and push pop.
Push pop. You can suck on those till they're sharp and then stab somebody.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that's how you survive on the playground.
Wow, Frank. Frank says some dark shit.
Oh, I lost one. Oh,
That's
well.
all right.
No, you got to get them both going before we can cut this.
Is that a towel or a robe?
It's a blanket.
A blanket.
They got to both
Respect.
be.
Is it a
They got to
blanket?
both be in there.
Okay, cool.
blanket?
All right, can you say goodnight? Is that okay? Say goodnight with that in your nose.
They got to both be in there at the same time.
Okay, and say goodnight. Oh fuck!
No, they
God
got
damn it,
to both
be
be in there simultaneously.
Okay, keep them in. Say goodnight.
Good night.
All right,
Nice.
that was
We did it.
excellent.
That was close.
All right, and now for the closer.
Yeah.
God fucking damn
For
it,
the
Rocco.
closer,
Sorry.
Big Rick's corn.
That was the last call.
Big
No,
Rick's corn's
grand
wrong.
this one's gonna even
Yeah,
top
Big
that.
Rick.
Big Rick.
Hello?
Yo.
Big Rick, you gotta end this for me. 'cause I
Grand
gotta go watch
finale.
Game of
Big
Thrones.
Rick. Let's go fucking all out.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Cream pie.
I don't know what that is.
Turn the fucking stream off.
What's a cream pie?
Turn it off.